crazy thing was, and I said this in one of the posts, like after I went through, I was sitting out there and, the dragonfly and then the two yellow butterflies came and I felt my spiritual wife getting a little frisky with me, right? And then I heard a female voice inside of me say, post that video where you in the, in the black fur and the baseball cap. So I went to my old page to get the video, but I couldn't post it because the share icon was not there. So I wound up going through memory lane. Now, in my vanity, right, I was like looking at it, and I was in my vanity, right, and then after I was strolling down memory lane, what I realized is I was strolling out of memory lane, and I was reflecting on, wow, I have a lot of great talents. This is what she wanted me to see. She wanted me to see that you a hell of a dude. You had your shit going on. You was educating the people. You stood up on your shit. Excuse the language. You stood up on your shit. But when I came out of it, I said, my spiritual wife is slick. Now it's dawning on me even more. What she was trying to show me and tell me in the spirit was stop being alienated from yourself, from your talents. Everything that you need to make, the imprint that you need to make is already in you. So a lot of times, like I said, when we don't make a physical impression on the earth, like a building or something like this, or a street named after us, or those kind of things, like we start to feel bad. So we get all of these materialistic things while we're living. We got to have a car, we got to have this, we got to have that, and there's nothing wrong with that, because lack is not your prison cell. Well, you're not supposed to be in lack, but you're supposed to have a deeper identity than the things that you're sitting in and the things that are around you. Those are just a inner reflection of the wealth of the great spirit, the great divine mother, internally being reflected outwardly, as within, so without, as below. You know the thing, right? So that was the deal. So an alien is simply a being, a being that is alienated from the persona. So persona being alienated from the being. And we have to understand that this is a realm of separation. So if we go back into the myth and look at Sophia, Sophia went out on her own and created this, what we would call Zeus and Ra. And that's the cosmic egg, the dome that we're in, but it's a non-matured God that has not stepped into the essence of its immortality. So when we look at matured, spell that out, matured, you are to ascend. Ma is trying to mature you beyond those first three root chakras. Red is at the end of matured, because everything emanates from up. So what's happening is those bottom three chakras are gobbling up, devouring the essence signal that's supposed to hit your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is really your root chakra. But they got us running around here from operating from their deficiencies, and their deficiency is their definitions. And we have built our spirituality, our religion, our self-knowing, our self-worth, our ethics and everything on their deficiencies. You're a black man, you're a black woman. You're not a mortal, you're not a god, you're an immortal. A god has a lifespan, a timeline, a linear a linear lineage, meaning it has a start and an end. When you're infinite, when you're an infinite immortal, you have no beginning, no end. So therefore, don't be an alien, because then you're being alienated from your source self, your twin flaming within. A twin flame is only one flame torn in half. See, we have to understand this is a realm of separation. See, you take a selfie. You're raised in selfishness. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Then you even try to claim people. This is mine. She's mine, he's mine, this is mine. But when you have that unity within you, then you realize, see, y'all don't know nobody other than me, who you know died and came back. And I was able to conquer death because when that twin flame is united within, you are beyond death. Man, we got a lot to learn. So we got to look at, when we say awaken, A-W-A-K-E-N, that's a deficit definition. Aken, the immortal Egyptian god, is A-Q-E-N. Now you put A-W before that. Awaken. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, we need to awaken from our immaturity and become matured. And then once we become matured, we can stop being alienated from our twin selves within and become the ever most immortal, powerful beings that we are, and crush this illusionary realm. Oh, baby, so it's all about love. And if you're not, see, you're torn in half. When you're reunited with love, that means you then got with the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and you've become that one goddamn flame. It ain't two flames, it's just one flame torn in half, and it's the great reunion. So the great quadruple carbon rebonding. And then we're going into multiplicity. And see, they got us pushing this individual stuff, individual wars, individualities. I just want to be by myself. So when you're talking that I want to be by myself, you're casting a spell on your own self, where you're being disconnected from the divine feminine and the divine masculine, which is only one flame. So do you understand the rift, the tear? Oh, baby, we got to come out of this. So when I died, I'm already reunited with my twin flame. I know my spiral child lineage, or my spiral child essence. So when I went in death, I was stomping around that motherfucker because I'm beyond. So wait a minute. Let me calm down. After I went into death, I went beyond death. I went into the nexus, and then I got a peek, then I'm coming out, and then I got a peek to the next us. But then it said, go back into the breath, and we're going to send you back as tell us. So I'm telling us. Because if I'm telling myself, then I'm telling all of us. Pick up on that frequency, that transmission. Transmute that separation into unity. You're only pushing that selfishness and that soul are. I'm soul are. No, you are not. That's the spell that you're casting upon yourself. There is no war between the black man and the black woman. That was instituted. And then we maintain it. As Dr. Jude Pookrum said, the mortals cannot create and maintain anything without the immortals upholding it. I love y'all. Mwah. Yeah, baby.